everyone, I'm Valentina. Welcome to my saving blog. Jennie's look at the 2025 Met Gala. Absolutely stunning. So elegant, so stylish, so Chanel. I was so really excited. And yes, I've decided to recreate it with my own two hands. Honestly, I'm a little scared. I mean, it's Chanel, but at the same time, I'm so excited. I really want to try and recreate this high fashion masterpiece because, hey, we all deserve a little luxury in our lives. I've already ordered all the fabrics and notion. I went through tons of shops and I think I found the perfect material. Here's that I picked for this project. The main fabric is a black, thick, matte satin called matte. I think it's perfect for that classic feel, structured, elegant, and refined. For the lining, I chose a soft viscose in two different shades to keep it light and comfortable. And to give the skirt more volume, I added a layer of stiff tulle. All of that came from a Turkish store called Kumaşzade. The pearl buttons, zipper, interfacing, I got those either from Trendyol or Amazon. Of course, I leave all the link in the video description. In this video, I'll show you how to add side seam pockets to the skirt. At the end, I'll share how long the whole process took, how much it cost, and whether it was really worth it. So go ahead, subscribe, like the video, and click the bell. It's going to be beautiful, exciting, and truly inspiring. Will I manage to recreate a Met Gala look all by myself? Let's find out together. Let's break down Jennie's Met Gala look, literally. I have already created the tech sketch and garment breakdowns. The outfit consists of two main pieces, a jumpsuit and dramatic overskirt with front split. As always, I started with paper draping in miniature. It's helped me visualize proportion and design lines clearly. The jumpsuit has a fitted silhouette with a defined waist seam. The bodice is corset style with off-the-shoulder sleeves. It's fully lined and interfaced with lightweight visible to give it structure and shape. At the front, there are contrasting decorative panels from stiff white fabric, and down the center, a mock placket with bold statement buttons. That part's purely decorative. The actual closer is an invisible zipper placed at the center back seam. There is also a narrow waistband sewn into the waist seam to accentuate the silhouette. The trousers are cigarette style, cropped and slightly tapered at the ankle. At the ankle. At the front, I added a single knife pleat from the waistband, blended into the dart line for both volume and shaping. The hem is finished with a simple turned up edge. The sleeves are two-piece and finished with contrasting cuffs to match the white accent. Now the skirt. It's super voluminized, a full circle with the trend and dramatic front sleeve. Side seam include pockets, of course, and the whole skirt is fully lined for structure and opacity. I draft all the pattern in close reading, and here's what the jumpsuit look like in the 3D preview. And here's the visualization of the skirt. I've printed all the pattern and there's so many. Like seriously, this much. Why do that? Ouch. I finished cutting and gluing the pattern yesterday. They are huge. Not feeling or looking great today. It's the first day of my period. I really hope things go fast today. I'm making a jumpsuit mockup from muslin. So I finished sewing the mock-up, and honestly I think it's turned out pretty close to the reference. Super fitted, just the way I wanted. I'm really happy with it. But to be on the safe side, I'm going to add about 0.5 centimeter of seam allowance at the side seam and waist darts, just to give myself a bit more safe. I'm also going to add 1 centimeter at the waistband, both to the pants and top edge, just to make sure everything sits comfortably. Everything else I keep as is. As for the shoulder, I'll adjust those directly on the main fabric because I'm not quite sure yet how the final fabric is going to sit.
It's Korean.
Da-da-dum. Unbelievable. Please, please, please. My fabric just got here and time to unpack. I'm really nervous the fabric won't be what I wanted. It's linen. I don't know what is that. It's like a gradient. I know it's cheap, but I think I can fix it. It's leaning to my skirt and I like it. Fabric is really thick. I think it'll work, but it feels kind of cheap. It's sense of cheap, I mean. New day, new progress, new achievement. You know what I noticed in this picture? Pockets. So I'll have pockets on both the skirt and the jumpsuit. Alright, time to start working with the main fabric. First, I'll pre-shrink it with an iron, then do the cutting and add interfacing. Honestly, I'm a bit scared to start to working with the main fabric, but making mistakes, it's totally normal. It's okay. What matters is to keep going, believe in yourself, and fix. I cut out all the pieces and interfaces the main fabric with a soft, neat visible just to give it a bit more structure. Today I'm starting to sew everything together. Let's see how it turns out. I've already sewn in one sleeve, so here's quick rundown of how I did it. First, I marked center front on the bodice with a hand stitch, helps line things upright. Then I placed the sleeve and bodice right side together and pinned the top of the sleeve to the shoulder seam where the front and back meet. After that, I eased the sleeve cap in, basted it and stitched it. Finally, I gave it a good press to make the seam nice and smooth. I added zipper to the back to check fit, and the top part looks a bit too tight, but it's fine because I'm planning to trim the shoulder anyway. Everything else seems okay for now. Ice americano. Love it. The pants are done, and now I can finally show you how I put them together step by step. They are side pocket with a side panel, kind of like a shaped pocket bag. First, I prepared all the pieces, two pocket bags from the main fabric, two from the lining, and a bunch of bias tape for finishing the seams and edges. At first, I thought I'd just circle everything, but then I thought, hey, this is supposed to be Chanel inspired, super looks, so the finishing needs to match the vibe. Bias tape it is. I started by cutting the pocket opening on the front pants piece and finished that edge from the inside using straight grain bias tape. Then I placed the pant leg and one pocket back right side together. I had marked all the wrong side with chalk ahead of time so I wouldn't mix them up. I stitched it, pressed it open, and then top stitched along the pocket edge to create a nice fold over effect, that little roll to the inside. Next, I attached the second pocket back using a French seam. First, sewed it from the wrong side, trimmed the seam allowance down to the minimum, then sewed again to encase the raw edge. Saving tips number 1. If you're working with fabric that fry easily, get yourself some pinking shears. That really helped. I saw it in a reel or shorts or whatever and ordered mine right away. Total game changer. On the back of the pants, I shifted the dart slightly so it would line up to the body's dart. I also sewed the side seam with bias tape, sandwiching all layers together. Then came the long part, finishing all the seam allowances with bias tape. It takes forever and yeah, it gets a bit tedious, but the result is so worth it. For a Chanel-inspired piece, it's a perfect touch. Always press your seam. It's such an important part of sewing. It really makes a difference. Another saving tip from me: the moment your needle starts catching or dragging, change it. Needles are possible. Bad needle, bad seam. I hemmed the pants with a regular folded hem, finished the edge with bias tape, again hand stitched the hem invisibly so you can see it from the outside. I'm going to trim the shoulders on the bodice, refine the cuffs, then stitch everything together. There's still a zipper to add at the back and a full lining. Still lots to do and even less time. Time to trim the shoulders. Honestly, I'm a little bit nervous. Honestly, I'm super nervous, but there's no turning back because I've already finished the cups. It's beautiful, I think, and attach the pants. And so let's do this. Hey, below the bust, everything fits great, 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 great. But above it, it's way too tight and feels really uncomfortable. Really too tight and really uncomfortable. So now I'm sweating over trying to fix it, but I didn't leave any extra seam allowance. So yeah, it's gonna be hard. Saving tip number something whatever, always leave a bit extra seam allowance like 0.5 to 1 centimeter. It can really save you. I think that's the best what I can do. It already feels way more comfortable, more relaxed, and more better, I think. Next up is lapel, I think it's named, and saving in the lining, and it's finish line for this jumpsuit. Cheers! Today is the final day of sewing this jumpsuit. Honestly, I'm so tired of working on it. It feels like I've been sewing this like forever. But I know it's going to be worth it because it's turning out absolutely beautiful and perfect, I guess. Yesterday, I already cut off the lining, and today I'm going to start attaching it. For the front lining piece, I'm adding a small pleat about 4 centimeter wide down the center, that just to give the lining a bit more ease. Alright, let's go do it. How I sew a side seam pocket. First thing first, I draw the pattern and cut out all the pieces. On the front piece of the pants, I mark the top point of the pocket opening with chalk or a pin. Mine is about 5 or 6 centimeters down from the baseline. I make the length of the pocket opening to fit my hands, so it's comfy. I reinforce the pocket opening with fusible state tape along the gray line. This keeps it from stretching out. Then I take one pocket back piece and pin it right side together with the front pant piece. Matching notches and side edges, I baste and stitch it on the machine only between the notches. Next, I press the seam at the top and bottom of the pocket opening. I snip into the seam allowance just up to about 2 millimeters from the stitching line. Then I press the seam allowance open and then press it over onto the pocket back. I secure it with a top stitch, then give it all a good press. Now I fold the pocket back along the stitch line to create a tiny roll about 1 millimeter showing on the right side. Then I place the second pocket back piece on the top, right side together, match the notches, pin it and sew around the pocket. I usually stitch it twice for extra strength. Then I press the pocket flat. After that, I place the front skirt piece with the pocket sewn in right side together with the back piece, match the side seam and notches, pin and stitch side seam. Important, make sure the notches on the front and the pocket back line up and get caught in the side seam. But the pocket opening itself should not get stitched into the side seam. Final press, and that's it. The whole outfit is already done, and now you're seeing editing mode, Valentina. I just have a few final touches left, like sewing on buttons and adding a pearl strand on the jumpsuit. I'm also waiting for a head delivery. Then I'll be ready to show you the complete final look presentation. I just finished my biggest project yet. So much fabric, so many hours of sewing, a lot of tiredness, but I'm so happy with how it's turned out. The Met Gala 2025 theme is super fine tailoring black style, and I choose to recreate Jennie's stunning Chanel look all by myself. No helps, no hints, just me trying to channel the elegance of tailoring. Is it perfect? No, but I'm proud myself. Chanel, call me. I paid extra attention to details, clean seams, bicep everywhere, looks inside and out. I'm not shy to show the close-ups. By the way, what do you think of my makeup? Because right after this I'm going to film the final look. You'll see it right after this outro. Now for the fun part. How much did this all cost? 8-meter mine fabric, $61. 2-meter gray lining, $9. 3-meter white lining, $14. 3-meter tulle, $8. Button pearl zipper, foam paper, visible interfacing, mockup fabric, $33. Shoes plus head. Actually customized the head a little, added a white ribbon and shortened the brim, $40. Shipping, $4. Pattern made it myself, priceless. I leave all links in the video description. The whole process took about 3 weeks. Assuming you already have a sewing machine and tools, the total cost comes to about $169. I don't know how much the real Chanel outfit costs, probably a lot, but I loved this process and it was 100% worth it. Now go check out the final look and tell me in the comments, did I nail the Met Gala vibe? Thanks for watching, like, subscribe and hit the bell. Now enjoy the final reveal. Bye bye!